Hello there, YouTube fans, and welcome to Art for the Heart painting show. I'm your host, Mark. Behind me is a 16 by 20 canvas, another painting, and what I thought I might do in this video is to show you how I'm painting this painting behind me, and show you the kind of brushes that I use, and show you the kind of knives I used, or the kind of knives I would use, and maybe the kind of brushes I would use. Here we go. Now, as you can tell, this is a 16 by 20 canvas, and it's in a brown frame, just like this, with gold trim around it. Now, this is, like I said, 16 by 20, and this is done in oils, okay? It's done in oil painting, and I did this. And so let me get started here. I might need to put my pointer right here. And never know, I might need my pointer during this taping. During this video, I mean. Okay, first of all, let's say this is wet. Okay, let's just say this is wet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush right here, put on the sky. So we'll load it up with a blue color, light blue, and come over here and do this. And put this on like this. And then put this on like this with light blue color. And then you will need light blue, save for the water. And you will come down here and put in this like this right here for the water. And then like that for the water. Okay? And then go all across it, just like that. Very thin coat of blue, because you don't want it to be real thick. Okay? And then you would have blue up here. Light blue right there. You don't want this too dark or too light. This would be just about right. Okay? Now you wash up brush and oldest thinner, never in turpentine. Okay? Now, Here's how I would do a mountain, or here's how I did this mountain. Now, in mountains, you can use a palette knife. In this case, I'm going to use a filbert brush. This is a number 5. By the way, this is a new brush. Dip it down in some linseed oil, and let's say we'll go in some black and ivory black maybe. Van Dyke brown with a touch of Lisbon crimson with a little bit of Prussian blue. So you mix this up on the brush. You start right here and make a line. Okay, make it like a triangle. Not a triangle. So you make it like a peak. So you just draw this in with a brush, and then put out some of this like right there. And now, wash that brush out after you draw in your mountain. Then what you do is blend this out with a clean, dry brush. And what you do is go up here and pull this down. And then pull this back here, because in here it's going to be shadows. Okay, so you do is pull this down. Like so. Now, then you wash that brush out in odor thinner, not turpentine. Next step is to put snow onto your mountain. Now you need a knife to do this, and here's a knife right here. This is number 3, and it's a good little knife. Here's a good way to hold a knife. You see this little silver round thing right here? Okay, you might want to put your thumb and finger right on it. Okay, if you had one. Okay, and then you might want to put these other fingers right back there to kind of help you guide. Now you go in there, mix it up with some white, and go right up here and let it break. Oh yeah, see, let that break for you. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here, and we'll get my pointer. Now you see this hose right here? You see the hose? Okay. What I'm saying is, is you need to let this break. Okay, you call this breaking. So you let this break, and this is how this comes out. Alright? So you let it break, put my pointer down again, and then you come right here, and just let it break for you, man. Okay? Just let it break. And then you go in there, fill it up with some light blue, and you come right back here, and you put in some light blue right back here. This is known, this side of the canvas is known to be shadows. You put the shadows on like this. Okay, and then wipe your knife off from the paper towel if you have it. Now, I use another knife, and this is known as, I call it a mixing knife. And just do is just mix up paint onto the canvas. I mean, that's wrong. Mix up paint on the palette. Okay, so you mix up the paint on the palette. So I use this as a mixing knife. Did y'all see that one again? So this is known as a mixing knife right there. Okay, now next step is to put in some trees. Now you have everything in the background. You work everything in the background, middle ground, in the front. So load up with some blue and put in some trees into the back. This is like it right here. Right, and then this is how you put in. This is how I did this paint. But this is how, and now you got the tree, you got the mountain, the bushes, or the mountain in the foothills, and you got some mist there going. Now this is complete. Next step is to get trees in there. Alright. We'll need to get some evergreen trees. Now, evergreen trees, so you can turn the brush like this and put in some distant trees right back here. Now, here's a good thing how I can show you how to make a pine tree or evergreen tree. Load up your brush with the dark color. Now, over here on the right hand side, right? Put your brush up to the up there, make a line, and then turn the brush on its corner and go from side to side, just like this. Now right in here is going to be a little darker, okay? Now let me show you again. Alright? Make a line and go from side to side, just like this. See? Make another little line in the back and go from side to side, just like that, all the way down. And you might want to go all the way down to the ground, okay? And then wash that brush out and this thinner. Now let's concentrate on bushes, okay? You go in that dark color and you put in a bush here, and then put a bush there and there. Put a bush right there. And then you put in a bush right here. And bushes there. Wherever you think maybe a bush would need to live, okay? And then you put some bushes right there and right there. Now, before I show you how to do the highlight, let's show you how to do the waterfall. Waterfall is made with a fan brush. And what you do is get some paint on your brush, white paint maybe, push and bend. I'll show you again. Push and bend. See how that goes down like that? Then turn this up and push up. Bend it. Push up. There you go. And that way you make splashes on there. And then you just wash that brush out. Then you're going to go in some lemon yellow, yellow ochre, and bright yellow if you have it, and put in some highlight onto these bushes. Okay? You want to do one bush at a time. And you might want to put some orange down here and a little bit of yellow right there. And then, next step is to put the snow onto the ground. And you pull this down like this. And snow banks or whatever. And that, I guess they call banks of snow right there. And then you got some snow there. Come over here, you push up there and make some grassy area. And this painting right here is completed. That's all to it. Now for me, I've been painting nearly over 30 years. So when I upload this, make sure that you read the write-up. Okay, make sure you read the write-up to the video. Make sure you read the write-up on those other videos I've done. And I'll upload this. And Art for the Heart Painting Show. I'm your host, Mark. And subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.